Hey guys, so you already know by the title of this video that today we were going to be making predictions for podiums for nationals. This is a pretty fun idea. I've been wanting to do it for a while. I wanted to do it for Northeastern Championships, but it just wasn't a big enough competition. And now I can do nationals, and if you guys like this, I might do worlds. So let's go from on the WadeKubes Association page, from the last event to the first event, which is, the first event is 3x3, the last event is multi-blind. So we'll start with multi-blind. So for 3x3 multi-blind, obviously I think first place will be Graham Siggins. I don't know much about this event, but he holds the world record and it's recent, so I think he'll keep pushing to improve. And then I think second place, either Stanley Chappell or Mark, but yeah, I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name. But both of these guys are really good. Both of them, I think I've had... Well, Stanley Chappell is good at Big Cube Blind. So I don't know how good he is at this, but it says that his singles 8th in the world. So I think I'm going to stick with Mark, because I watched his world record, and it was pretty awesome. He's had some pretty good results for the event, and I honestly think that third place is either going to be Stanley Chappell, Huang Qi, Jeff Park, maybe? I don't know. It could be someone with a low cube count, because those always do get points. I'm not exactly sure how the point system works either, but he has a 17 out of 17. Maybe he'll try to up his game. I don't know. I think third place is up for grabs for anybody if Stanley Chappell does not do well, but for the final decision, I think it will be Stanley Chappell. I think it's going to be 1, 2, and 3 on the psych sheet, just like it is, even though that's not usually what happens. Okay. Next up is 5x5 blindfolded, and I think Stanley Chappell will come out victorious with a pretty good single. I wasn't gonna go into what I think the results would be for multi-blind because that's a little bit weird, but for 5x5 blindfolded, I think Stanley Chappell will get sub 330 single. I'm just pretty confident in him getting that. I think that Kale Shun could come second, but at last, Graham Siggins, maybe even Tommy Cherry will get third. But I think all these guys will have sub 530 at least, and I think it'll be Stanley Chappell, then Graham, then Tommy, because I have confidence in Tommy right now. I think he did well at Southeast Champs. Now on to 4x4 blindfolded. Obviously, right out the bat, Stanley Chappell, number 1. He is amazing at Big Cube blindfolded events, but I think he will get a sub 140 single. I don't really know what he usually gets, so hold on, let me take a look. I think he'll do better in, well, actually, yeah, never mind, sub 130, because that's what he's been getting really recently, so he might even pull off a world record. I don't know, I think the world record is pretty solid right now at a 110, but second place, again, it's similar to 5x5 and 3x3 multi-blind. It could be Graham or Kale, or Huang Qi, even. So I think I'll leave it at that. Those guys can battle out for the spots, along with Mark, but I think all of them will have, sorry for the voice guy, all will have sub 315 at least. Now, out of the blindfolded events for now, we're moving on to square one. So nobody extremely fast. Well, I mean, let's just put it this way. Rasmus is not signed up, and neither is a new world record holder. Whoever that is, I don't remember the name. But I actually have the tab open right here. Yeah, so Jackie is saying neither of them are going, so I think it's up to Benjamin Goldschalk. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry. I don't know. It says here he has the best average out of all of them, but I don't know how much Daniel has been practicing Square One or Derpy, so I'm not sure. Ava, she's good, but I think somebody like Brandon Lynn can beat her out. So, sorry for that noise. Anyway, I think up to those three, there's four, but I think maybe Roe. I mean, let's put it this way. Square One is a weird event in terms of results because you get either get really bad results or really good results. So I think it's up to that. I think these guys will just battle it out and we'll see what goes down. But I think they'll all have sub 11 averages at least, if not better, because I think that was the podium for. Well, no, the podium for last year was sub 10. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let's move on to Scube. You guys know it's my favorite event, obviously. And I have a lot of opinions on this. I've looked a lot into this, but Riley's going to come out on top. I really want him to win. I really like this dude. He got a 111. He was so close to the world record. But I really want Riley to win. At last, Carter second. And third is literally up to anybody, like, who actually practices this event and is like, I don't know. It's like she doesn't. Scube is weird because Scube is luck based. Alas, it is luck based, and most of these people got really good averages compared to what they average. I've looked at their profiles. I've gone really into this because I want to know if I have a chance. I don't think I do. I think I'll get top 10. I'll make finals, but I think number 3 is literally up to anybody who gets a good solid average. I'll leave it at that. Oh, and I think the averages will all be sub 3.5, but it really depends on the scrambles. And on to another luck-based event, Pyraminx. So this is a tough one to predict because it's changed drastically in the past couple of times. So I think G-Brads will come first. Daniel Goodman or DG Hughes has not been really practicing lately, from what I can tell. I know it wasn't his main event when he won, but I'm just not sure. I think he'll make finals, obviously, but I think Olivia will get second and Ben will get third. I think that's a solid prediction. And they will all be sub 2.6, I believe. I don't know. That's saying that I think they're going to be pretty good scrambles. But we'll see what happens. Maybe just sub 3, I'm not sure. Megaminx is next, and obviously Juan Pablo is going to win. I'm pretty sure we all know that. He's really good at this event. Nicholas, basically anybody who is like consistently sub 40 is going to make like top 5, because it's so hard to get like sub 40 at Megaminx. There's only 5 people coming to nationals who have a sub 40 average. So I think Juan Pablo will come first, and then Nicolas something, I don't know how to pronounce it. And then third is up to Ethan, Alexei, or Philip. If you don't know who they are, who I'm talking about, I would look at the psych sheet for nationals for these events. And I think they will all have sub 40 averages, and I think that's where it's going to stay. So for clock, if you don't know, I think if I improve enough, I can make finals. It's pretty easy to make finals, I would say. I think you just need like a sub 9 average. Anyway, on the psych sheet, it doesn't look like that, but anyway, I think Evan will come out first because he's been practicing and he has like an amazing single, to be honest. Second and third, this is difficult because Kerry is my friend and I'm really rooting for him to get second, but Jacob is also pretty good in this event. So I think it's going to be the two of them battling it out, and it's going to be sub 6.5 averages. I know Kerry's going to be pretty nervous going into this because he hasn't done this as long as Evan or Jacob. But I'm rooting for you, Kerry, so please do well. Three by three with feet. I don't want to get criticism for this, so DRL first. Oh gosh, I guess Tommy second. And I want to say Kieran, Nolan, or Daniel. I know Nolan. I've talked to him over online a little bit, but this is hard. Gosh, I think they'll all be sub 37 averages. I think DRL is going to get a 20 average, something like that. An average in the 20s, but I'll leave it at that. 3 by 3 feet isn't really interesting to me, so I want to keep this brief. 3 by 3 one-handed is next. Max Park coming out on top. That's pretty obvious. I really want Patrick Ponce to do well. I really want him to get second or third, and maybe Matt's third. Maybe Luke. I'm not sure what he averages though. So I think top 5 on the psych sheet will battle it out. I don't know when Keaton got his personal best, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I think they're all gonna get sub 12 averages. Well, top 3 at least. If the scrambles are pretty good. Sorry for the noise. 3 FMC. Oh, I don't know. Oh my gosh. This is difficult. I don't know much about this event, but I think the top 5 will do extremely well. Walker, we'll leave him at first for now. He's really good. Mark, I think he'll pull off. Oh gosh. He's tied on the psych sheet. I think he'll get 4th. Even though I want him to do well. I think Kit will do well. I'm feeling that Kit will do well and get 2nd or 3rd. Interchangeable with Mark or Christopher. 3 by 3 blindfolded. Okay, this is where it gets trippy because Max and Jeff are really good at this event, and they're both top 5 in both average and single. So I'm going with Jeff first, and then Max, and then Stanley. I think Stanley Chapel will beat Gianfranco, even though Gianfranco is really good at this as well. Man, we have top 3, 4, 5, and 6 for the average. Man, that's crazy. Anyway, 7 by 7. Max Park gonna win. I really want Ariane to get 2nd and Kevin 3rd. I don't know who Max Xiong, I think that's how you pronounce it, is. But I don't know how well he'll do. But I really believe in those 3 on the top psych sheet doing well, getting a sub. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that for FMC and 3 with the blindfolded, sorry. FMC, both sub 27, all 3 sub 27. And 3x3 blindfolded. All sub 22. Anyway, 7x7. I think they're all gonna do great and gonna get sub 230 probably. That's a good estimate at least. Now 6x6. Max Park first, Kevin Hayes second, and I think Matt's will do well. I think Matt's will get third, and then Max Shung. And I think they're all gonna get sub 140 at the least. There are a lot of people with sub 40 stuff, so I don't know. 5x5. I think Max Park is gonna be first. Max Park is just so good. I don't need to go over this. You guys already know that. But Patrick Ponce, I think, will get second because I'm really rooting for him. And Brandon Nunez will get third. I don't think Kevin Hayes will do well because I think he'll be focusing on more 6x6 and 5x5. But I'm not sure. I could be wrong. For 4x4, Max Park. Then, neither of the wire, whatever you say, brothers have signed up. Okay, this makes it interesting. So Max, then, man, if Jonah podiums, that'd be awesome. But Lucas Etter has come back, so I think he'll get, third. I know this is late news, but whatever. Third, and then I think Matt's will get second, even though I don't know when his PBs are from. I think he'll do pretty well in that. So we're getting close to the end here. 2x2. This is going to be probably the hardest because it just really depends on luck. But I know both Zane and Will, and they're both 1 and 2 on the psych sheet, and I'm really rooting for Zane to get first because Zane is an awesome kid. So I really want him to get first. I think Will second. Will Cowan will get second. And then Tommy Cherry. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave him with that. I couldn't set any times for 4x4 and 5x5 because I have no idea what last year's Nationals was. So I'll leave it at that. Anyway, 2x2. Sub 1.7, I think. Even though a lot of people have sub 1.7, I think it just depends on luck. That's mostly what 2x2 is. Sorry to break it to you. 3x3. Oh boy. This is the event that is gonna... Gosh, I'm gonna get this so wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna do finals for this. I think who's gonna get finals. I'm not gonna make many changes to the psych sheet. I just think that AJ will swap with Joaquin, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I think everybody else is gonna make finals because I don't want to go into this. But if you're wondering, Max Park, Patrick Ponce, Lucas Etter, Matt Svelk, Dylan Miller, Danny Park, Daniel Rosavine, Luke Garrett, Ethan Ayres, Christopher Yen, Philip Wookie, Drew Brads, Brian Johnson, Daniel Carnock, Luke Tyson, and AJ will all make finals. Max Park is probably going to win. Then Matt Volk will probably get second with Patrick in third. So those are my predictions. Wait, hold on. They're all going to get sub 8 averages because I know it's really nerve-wracking up there. But Matt, Max, and Patrick are all not new to this. So those are my predictions for Nationals. I wonder what yours are. If you really feel like it, please comment down below and share what you think it's going to be. So that's it for this video, and I will see you all in the next one.